Buenos dias. Hello. I was trying to see if I could use my phone because we are going to be making the quiche afterwards. And it was like, no, no, can't do it. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just don't know how. Because I'm not a techie, you know that. How is everybody doing? Good morning. Putting my shoes on. I got a cute little purple socks today to match my sports bra. Good morning, Cynthia, Deborah. ¿Cómo están? Dee, good morning. How are you? All right, guys. So last week, I woke up with like a little mild headache. And whenever that is, I know, oh, some kind of a cold is kind of lurking. And all week, it's like, fine. And this morning, finally, I feel something in my throat. So I was sipping on some green tea with the lemon. But we are good. We are blessed. Make sure our volume is good. Hope you ladies are ready to work out. I keep saying I'm grateful for this because it forces me to work out, right? I can't say, oh, I don't feel like it, because I know I'm accountable to you guys. So I am grateful. Thank you, channel members. All right, let's see. My towel, got my drinks, my tissues in case I need to blow my nose. Nothing like a nice cup of warm tea to soothe your throat. I went to this place looking for halls. When I first got here to Panama, I had a hardest time finding halls. But I know now I can find them at Super 99. But I was at Ray yesterday. So I said, well, maybe Ray has them. No, Ray doesn't. The pharmacy doesn't. Can you imagine? This is the kind of thing you find when you move abroad. Simple things that you could go to a CVS or even you go to a food store. You can, as you go into the aisle, they'll have these things there. No. So now I have to go specifically to Super 99 to get the halls. And when I first got here two years ago, I was mentioning that I was looking for halls, because if you if you have a little cough, you don't want to be coughing on people. So I always have halls in my purse. Well, I ran out. So, but Reba Smith, somebody told me they have them at Reba Smith, and I was able to find them at Reba. So in case, FYI, and I remember going to one of my particular pharmacy here is what's the name again? Something Pharma Plus, I think. And one day I had a cold, and I said, well, I was looking for the thing that we take at home, for your cough and congestion. Of course, they didn't have that. So the pharmacist or the person there say, oh, yeah, take this one. It's a little syrup. And didn't have anything in it. So just know that when you come here, maybe bring some halls in your suitcase. Oh, I need to tell the ladies coming. They're like, is there anything you would like? The last person will ask me, I'm like, no, I'm good. But now I'm going to ask them to bring halls. Because I don't know that you can bring cough syrup. They might consider it contraband or something. In another chat, somebody was saying that they went to get mayonnaise and they couldn't get mayonnaise because there's some kind of government thing. And I'm like, oh, this is weird. I don't use mayonnaise anyway, so that's not a problem for me. All right, ladies, let's walk. When we do this, we are stretching our legs, our knees, and our ankles, right? Let's do it. We start loosening from the bottom up, up to the bottom. Remember, the goal is not for you to look like Kim Kardashian. You know, she's had a little nip and tuck and multiple. Even her mom had things. You know, she's like, oh, I just needed to refresh. People having, you know, Botox and lip injections. And I'm like, seriously? I don't like needles in your lips. Can you imagine that? So that you can look like you don't look your age? Golly. I'm sorry. I have no respect for that. All right, let's go like this now and bring the shoulders up. Don't forget to breathe. Let's go. Shoulders up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now let's move the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Even though this is advanced, because I'm getting a little cold, we're gonna go for an intermediate. We're not gonna go too hard. That's what you do. You adjust your body. You still move, but be gentle with yourself, okay? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna go up now. 1, 2, 3, upper and lower, working. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really good. It's a good way to wake the body up. Right? Breathe. Breathe. All right. Now, legs open. You know, I like this move. Straight legs and inhale. Inhale up. Oh, look up to the skies. Giving thanks. Giving thanks to God for waking you up. Regardless of what's going on, you are on the wake up list. And you have to force yourself sometime to say, I am grateful. Because you may not feel like it. But it does something to your brain when you consciously create a sense of gratitude. Gratitude will take you far. All right? Let's go down slowly. Remember, the first one we go really slow because you don't want to do any sudden movement and hurt your back. Let's go. Oh, that is so good. Curve your shoulders. When you curve your shoulders, you increase the space between the shoulder blades. And that's a good stretch for your upper back. Oh, woo, it's so good. I love it. Oh, woo, and then push your butt backwards. You are stretching these legs and your buttocks. Now bend your knees and roll. A little bit at a time. Oh, that felt amazing. Again, inhale up. Let's stretch to one side. Remember, you vented. You want to stretch your body. Some of you may not be vintage, but it's good to stretch. Breathe. Stretch your body. Stretch it. Arms out. And grab your fingers and push forward. Now you open the shoulder blades. Now you're going to tighten them and stretch your shoulders. So good. Relax your shoulders. Keep your fingers clasped and let's go down. And come up. You see the strength in your thigh that's bringing you up. Again. So good. Come back up. Again. Slowly. Slow but effective, right? Last one. Down. Now bring your arms down. Bend the knees and hold your palms together and push with your elbows. You feel that stretch in the inner thighs. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Whew. I love when I stretch. All right, now put your hands on your knees and roll up. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now we're going to roll the shoulders. Breathe. Breathe and forward. All your joints are important, okay? So don't forget them. Now move your neck to the right, your right, my left, and the other side. Oh, feel the stretch. And go back, stretching the thyroid. Breathe, and then down, and let it hang. This one is good because you want to release the pressure from your shoulders. So good. Woo. Arms out. Now push. 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 And arms up. And push. You see, this is how my hands are. You may not see it on the screen, but you just pushing yourself up. Push those arms up. Ugh. Ooh, I feel that. I feel it in my hips, in my core, in my tummy. Good job. Now bring it down. Now let's go down. Bring your hands up a bit, and we're going to go up on our toes and back. Up on the toes and back. Up and back. Up and back. Now, you know this is Friday. We got to do this stretch. Come all the way up on your toes and up. Oh, you feel that? So good. That means you're strong. Those arms are holding you up. Breathe. And then walk your hands back. This is a goal for you to say, I want to be able to do this. And then push, 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 push. And let's do it again. Work in threes. Walk and get on your toes and up. Good morning, good morning. Come on. Ugh. Oh, this is so good. Now, back. Woo. We got one more. Push back. Push. Stretch your buttocks. The back of your legs. Last one. On your toes. And stretch. Stretch. Oh, so good. Ugh. And go back. Woo. That was amazing. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. Oh, so good. Right? This is good. This is good. Get on your knees, straighten the knees, and look straight ahead. Straight. That's the Maggie stretch, right? So good. Now bend the knees and roll up. Always bend the knees when you're rolling up, right? All right. Whew. Let's stretch the quad. Stretch. And relax your ankles and feet and toes. Oh, so good. The other one. Stretch. I I love to stretch. I'm sorry. Let's stretch the hip joints again. Oh, bounce, bounce. Now, open your arms, warrior one. You're pulling in both directions, right? Now put your arm on your thighs and go straight. Stretch some more. We're not done. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Oh, don't you feel that? Doesn't that feel amazing? And then come back. And the other side. Pull. Push yourself forward. Push. Push. Open the arms and warrior one. You're surfing. Woo! Oh, so good. In the middle, and let's come back. Oh, yes. I am feeling warmed up. You feel warm? Yes, yes, yes. All right, ladies. Let's go. Monica, good morning. Good morning. So forth and so on. Oh, well, that's clever. All right, ladies. We are getting ready to get our workout on. It's already 16 minutes, so I'll say 10 minutes because I was late. 10 minutes of stretch. You need to aim for that. Okay? All right. We're going to lift the knees up straight. Then we're going to put them under our knee, the arms, and then we'll do the side. Those are classic moves that I don't ever want to not do for any workout because they are so effective. You always engage in your core. You know, that's my problem area. So I don't obsess over it anymore, but I know I need to constantly be mindful of it. All right? So let's go. Arms up. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Big arm. 6, 7. That's what's going to give you the cardio. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. You're engaging your hips on this one. That's why it's so good, because you are working your upper and lower body. Oh no, I'm starting to sweat already. That's early, right? Whew. All right. When you're bringing the heart rate down, keep a little movement going, but you don't just stand and go cold. No bueno. And bring your heart rate down. That's what you want. Increase, decrease, increase, decrease. That's how you shape the muscles in your heart. You're getting your heart stronger. Because if you keep your heart, you don't do anything to it, you're gonna get weak. And that's what happened to our muscles, right? If somebody's in bed and they're sick, they have to relearn to walk again. Make sure you use what the Lord has given you. All right, we're gonna put our arms under the knee as we lift the knee as high as we can. Going again for 40. All right, you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It forces you to crunch your belly. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Yes, we're working those hips. So good. Yeah. All right. D, we take time to stretch. It is so important. And I tell the ladies, if you say, oh, I don't feel like working out today, it's okay. Just stretch. And then go for a walk when it's cool, in the evening or early morning. Then you're good, sis. You're good. When I talk about movement, that's what I mean. You just find a way to move your body. Don't sit still. Because I work on the computer a lot, I have to consciously, every few minutes, get up, go, get a drink, walk around, distract myself, because I don't want to be sitting in that chair. And I could, because when I'm involved in a project, I'm all in. All right, so now we're gonna go elbow to knee. That's a diagonal. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. Good for balance. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! I felt those in my hips. Yeah, that's why you want to loosen those hip joints, right? So that you can prepare them for the exercise. All right, let's slow it down. You should be able to walk, to talk comfortably. Woo! Then I have a surprise for you, lady. When we're finished, we're gonna make a quiche at the end. You know, I still haven't gotten papayas and pineapple this week, or we would have made a smoothie. You can do that. People like to put carrots and beets in their smoothies. I prefer my beets roasted in the oven, so you're not gonna see me put beets in my smoothie. You can, but we all have our little preferences, right? All right, let's go. You ready? Gotta bring my heart rate down. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. You don't have to do 40. If you can only do 10, that's good. But the exercise has to challenge you a little bit. If it's so easy, you need to up it a notch. All right? So I'm getting my cardio workout, and I haven't even done my jumping jacks yet. We're gonna do some standing abs, and then I'll do my jumping jacks. And we'll do the legs. Those 3 exercises we just did exercise our core. So we don't have to worry about our core. Maybe we'll do some arms, because you know, I'm very concern. We don't want jiggles. All right? Let's go. Woo. Standing abs. Instead of being on the ground and lifting up our heads and doing the crunches, we do them standing up, right? You leave your arms to the side, you crunch while you lift your knee. This is crunch. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Make it count. 4, 5, 6, 7. Tighten here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Standing arm. 9 standing abs. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Yes. Standing arm, our abs. Sometimes when you're doing abs on the floor, it's kind of hard on your neck. And I keep saying, we have to be gentle with ourselves. So if it's too much stress on your neck, just do standing abs. And sometimes you could just do like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's standing abs too. 5, 6, 7. Your arm just is telling you to crunch your chest into the knees, right? So this is standing abs also, all right? Woo. So on the days you don't work out with me, you can do your own, okay? I think what it does when we work together is just keeping you accountable. That's all. I know it keeps me accountable. All right. So we're going to do our arm exercises. We're going to be with our feet a little bit out, because every time you do this, not only are you working your quads, you're also working your inner thighs. Okay? So now, for the arms, we're just going to stay down, and then we're going to do biceps. Ready? 1, center, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get yourself a jug or some weights. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, and watch. Look at your biceps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we did 40. Excellent. And stretching the arms, bend the knees and roll up. Always bend the knees when you're rolling up. All right. I can feel it. Did you feel it in those arms? And if you don't have weights, just do them. We're just doing intentionally, like, right? You can do it without weights. All right? So now to work the back of the arm, these are called triceps. You could do it like that. Bend the knees slightly, and this move works the back of the arms. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 10 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You should have felt them. The back of the arm. You tighten, you loosen, right? Relax the arm. Because that's how you reshape the muscle. All right. Whew. So now we're going to do our squats. Oh, it's 30 minutes already. Okay, well, we wanted to do some jumping jacks. I'm going to go for 50. You could do however many you feel comfortable doing. If you have bad knees, this is not an exercise for you to do. You just need to do this. This is the modified version for people with bad knees. All right? But for me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 10 more for me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! So I challenged myself by doing 10 extra. You should always challenge yourself a little bit. Just do 1 or 2 more than what you feel comfortable doing. Oh, that is so good. Woo. Catching my breath. And then we're going to be doing the squats. And I think we should be okay. We did those abdominal standing, so we're good. The only thing we might need to do, if we wanted to, would be the plank, but that's okay. Because we have to go in the kitchen and do the quiche, and my handyman is supposed to come here at 10. So if I can just have enough time to hop in the shower before he gets here, that would be good. Whew. This is a good one today. Yes. All right. So now, if you don't have weights, like I tell people, you can just grab a cast iron or something that you have to give you a little bit of a weight. All right. Again, I always ask that you leave your feet a little bit, slanted. That way, you're working the inner thighs as well. So we're going to go down, and then we're going to bring the weight out to just make it a bit more challenging. Let's see if we can do 20 or 30. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are hard. 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 20. 1, 2, 3. This is good for your arms too. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I feel those. And up. Wow. How'd you do? Got to challenge his body. You have to. Woo. Yes. My heart is pumping. So you see, you don't have to jump up and down to get a cardio. You can go on the treadmill, but this is just as effective because with this one, you're working your muscles, you're tightening muscles. All right. We're going to slow it down and stretch so we can go to the kitchen. Woo! So good. All right, feet together. Inhale up. All the way up, look to the sky and give thanks again to the universe, to God, for all the blessing He has bestowed upon you. Because regardless of what's happening, we are blessed, aren't we? Yes. Straight legs and slowly go down. Be careful with your back. Woo. So good. Grab your ankles, curve your shoulders, grab your arm, and move the shoulders, the arm, side to side. Woo. Fingertips on the ground, and give your lower back a nice stretch. Easy does it. If you have pain at any point when you're doing any exercise, you stop. And we come up on our knees, and we do the Maggie stretch, looking straight ahead. And if you put your hand on your knees, it's like you're stretching, you pushing your upper body to stretch forward. And you should feel it in the belly, in the core. Right? Now bend the knees and roll up. Always bend your knees when you roll up. Okay? Inhale up again. And stretch one side. Stretch the other side. Woo. And out. And push your chest forward. Push. Push. And then curve. You're opening the upper back and center. And curve. Oh, that feels so good. And center. And curve. Oh, and center. Now stretch the shoulders. Woo. And put your neck down. You're stretching the neck at the same time. All right. The other side. Same thing with the neck. So good. Back. Stretch the thyroid. Put your neck to the side. Moving it from side to side. And down. This one, you're letting all the stress move off of your shoulders into your fingertips, right? Woo. Yes. Oh my gosh, that feels amazing. Legs out. Push to one side. We're stretching the legs a little bit more. Arm on the thigh and straight line stretch. Straight line. Oh, do you feel that? And then kind of try to turn a little bit so you can stretch the side a little bit more and come to center. And arms out. Go to one side. Whew. Stretch the leg. Put your arm on your thigh and then straight line. Stretch it. Stretch. You should feel that. This feels amazing. Now, bring your arms toward the back a little bit so you can stretch this side. And bring it to center. Oh, wow. That feels amazing. Go down. Oh, so good. And up. Wow. All right, ladies and gents. This is it for the exercise. How do you feel? Whew. I feel amazing. All right. I'm going to take the laptop to the kitchen, getting my drinks. You just get my tea. All right. Let's go. Whew. So good. Make sure that my fan is following me. But I don't know if I told you, my my AC units both are misbehaving. Marvelous, yes. Ooh, I need my towel. I'm a sweaty mess. But you know, when you sweat, you know that you have worked out. Yeah, my little abode. All right. So let's see what we're gonna do here. Maybe if I can put my laptop here. Yeah, that's why I was trying to use the my cell phone because that would work a lot better. But oh, and I did get the butternut squash. So if Greta is watching, so we can make the soup. It's hit or miss. In Panama, you're never sure you're gonna find something. So I heard someone say to somebody, when you find something, just buy a lot of it. And that's true if you can. Because when you go back, you're not gonna find it. You're not gonna find it. All right. So what I thought we would do, a frittata is like a quiche, but minus the crust. There's no crust, right? So it's a little bit healthier. Ooh, look at this. We worked out today, ladies. Okay. So you just do the egg mixture, but you can put whatever you want in it. So what I thought I would do, just as an additive, we're gonna shred some potatoes and pretend that we're gonna have hash brown. I'm gonna cook it in the pan, and then I still have Swiss chard from last week. We're gonna put Swiss chard. I have a little bit of pepper, and then I'm gonna cut up some tomatoes. I love those Roma tomatoes, and they're big here and they're good. Sometimes if I crack a couple of eggs, I cook some eggs, I'll just slice some Roma tomatoes on the side, and then put a little herb oil, and I'm good. Oh, yesterday, last night, I needed a snack. I just took the little core out and just ate it. But just remember, when you get your tomatoes and stuff, make sure you soak them in vinegar and some baking soda, and then scrub them because they do spray them with stuff, and you don't want to be eating whatever is on top on the skin. Okay. All right. So we have our pan. I took the eggs out. You know, they don't refrigerate eggs here in Panama. You buy them on the shelf. So it's always good to cook with room temperature eggs. And so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to wash my hands, and then we're going to grate half a potato. I have some potatoes because I'm going to make that soup on Sunday. Yesterday I went out and I think I got everything. Got the pasta, the vermicelli. I'm ready. So we're gonna peel one potato and then we're gonna grate it. Okay. So let me rinse these after I wash my hands. All right. And I'm gonna turn the oven on. In the meantime, I was like, oh my God, I don't have anything to make the quiche, and then I found that I had bought a couple of these little pans. So I'm like, ooh, I'm good. I'm good. All right. So You know, usually after a workout, a smoothie is a good thing to do. But I don't have any fruit that I want to use. Oh, peeling the potato. And that's another thing I need. I need a good peeler. This little thing, I've had it forever. And it's showing its age. You know, I was looking even for tongs. And I went to my store. I couldn't even find a good, tell you. The struggle is real here in terms of cooking equipment. So if you're coming to Panama to stay, bring your cookery, okay? Because it can be a struggle. So I'm gonna take my grater and I'm gonna grate. Okay, that's it. I was gonna do half a potato and that's all I'm doing. Yep. So now we're going to kind of cook them on the stove so that, you know, because you want them to cook. You don't want to cook with raw potatoes in your quiche. Because the quiche, once I put it, oh yeah, let me turn this up. Turn the oven on. Once you put the quiche in there, it's just the eggs that you want to cook, and they don't take a long time. All right. I remember when I had the restaurant, hash brown was popular. Once I fire the grill in the morning, the first thing to go on there were the potatoes. You did the hash brown, and you know I could buy them at Sam's also in packets. That's what we did because who had time to be shredding potatoes? But what we did, we would dice potatoes small to make the home fries. Remember home fries, and hash brown. There's a difference. So, vamos. A little bit of oil, not too much. And then I'm going to do a video about decluttering. I need to declutter again here. Can you believe that? Because last week I threw away 8 small little knives. I'm like, why do I have so many of these things? And then in there, I still have about 12. It's like, you start collecting things even without you realizing what you're doing, okay? I'm telling you, no bueno. Like, why do I have 12 knives? I don't know if it's blurry. It seems blurry to me when I'm watching here, but it may not be blurry to you guys. Whew. Somebody probably saying, are you going to be putting sweat in your food? But at least it's my food. Decluttering is overwhelming, yes. But I'm going to declutter here in Panama, not even, you know, when I was decluttering at home. You know how crazy that was? You're like, where did all this come from? You mean I really have all this stuff? All right, so we're putting our potatoes in here. And you know, when you're making home fries or uh, potatoes like that, and it's only half a small potato, so it's not, because I don't want all the starch. Okay. Then we're gonna just season with salt and pepper. That's it. So you can do this for yourself at home and then have a slice for breakfast and then have a banana or some fruit with it, right? The oven is on. I do want the potato to cook a little bit. And then I have this is the rest of the Swiss chard that I used last week that I wanted to cook and I still haven't cooked it. When I tell you I don't cook for myself during the week, you have to believe me. I really don't. What have I eaten this week? You know, whatever I cook on Sunday, I ate that. Yeah, I had that. Ooh, what did I have Sunday? I know I cooked rice and I made a curry. Yes, I remember that. Ooh, boy, that was so good and so pretty. I tell you, I amaze myself sometimes. Now, when you are making the quiche or you're making the frittata, you crack usually 3 eggs and then you season them, you know, salt, pepper, and usually you add a little cream and then you top it with cheese. We're not doing any of those. We're not using cheese. We're not using any cream. But I do have a little bit of, I have some evaporated milk and I have a little bit of coconut milk. So I'm going to dab just a little bit in there, but that's all. And then you top it with some nice parsley, and that's what I'm doing. Okay? So I think our potatoes are done. Not much. And I don't want a lot. Remember, I'm not working out and then putting the stuff in my body again. Ooh, sorry. All right, so I'm putting the potatoes at the bottom of this pan, okay? It's kind of like a thick crust, but it's so little of it that I wouldn't even call it that, right? So I'm gonna spread it at the bottom because a crust would involve flour and stuff, and I'm not, no, we're not doing that, okay? Whew, it's hot. So it's at the bottom of the pan for the frittata. And then in here, I'm gonna put the peppers, the tomatoes. These are poblano peppers. And I love poblanos. They're not hot, but they're a little bit, what would I say? Kind of earthy, right? Okay. I'm putting the Swiss chard last because it does not take long. You just put it in there and you go, ooh, I'm done. Now the pepper needs to cook a little bit because you don't want it to be raw in there. Needs a bit of oil. Need to just soften it up a little bit, okay? All right. Then we're gonna do the tomato. I don't know if I showed you guys this little thing that I bought. I don't know if it was at Walmart, but I just used that to take the core out of the tomatoes. Look at that. Isn't that neat? I love this little thing. That was one thing I made sure I brought with me because it wasn't gonna take any space. So let's maybe half of this tomato. Ugh, calling everything potato. I mean tomatoes. The thing about tomato you have to be careful is that you don't want all that watery stuff on the inside. So sometimes when you're cooking, you got to get rid of the inside of the tomato. Okay. And again, the same thing. A little bit of salt and pepper. And then we're going to season our eggs. We're going to put a little bit of dry herbs. And a little bit of adobo. Not a lot. And because I'm crazy about turmeric, I put turmeric in almost everything that I cook. Because it's good for you. Alright. So this is good. So I'm gonna just throw a little bit of that Swiss chard in there. That's it. And the Swiss chard is gonna cook really quick. But the one thing the Swiss chard always needs is a splash of lemon juice. Always. A little bit of the spine. We don't want that in our frittata. All right, it goes to squeeze a little bit of lemon juice, lime, just a tad. Make sure you chop your Swiss chard fine. All right, so it's good. I'm going to put it on here so that it's at the bottom of the pan, and when the eggs are added, they would just blend. So now we're done with this. We're gonna get our egg mixture. I'm just gonna pop this in the fridge for a second because when I put my eggs in here, I don't want it to start cooking. Okay. So I'm going to pop it in the fridge. All right. So getting your eggs ready. Usually it's 3 eggs. I could do 2, but if my pan was smaller, I would do 2 because you do want a little bit of elevation with your quiche, with your frittata, so that when you cut it, it's not gonna be really flat. Okay? So 3 eggs. It's like when you're doing an omelet, right? You use 3 eggs. One more. The eggs were at room temperature, and you get these eggs here in Panama, and the yolk is nice and yellow. None of that pale white stuff. Oh. And eggs are about $2 and some cents here for a dozen. So, I remember my friend who lives in San Francisco here. She buys her eggs from one of those. I don't want to say it's not a fonda. It's one of those fruterias where they sell fruits and vegetables. And those eggs, she was going home and she gifted me some. They were the best eggs. So nice and oh my God. Okay. So here you have your three eggs, right? So you are going to season. As always, where's the pepper? Oh, there it is. Always season your food, guys. Whatever the stage you are in. Make sure you season your food. You don't have to put a lot of anything in, but just a little bit of everything, right? And we're not going to use cheese, so we don't have to count on the salt from the cheese. So salt, pepper, just a little bit of paprika, not a lot. If you had smoked, that was going to be better, but these are not. This is not smoked. And like I told you, I'm in love with turmeric, so I always add a little turmeric with to my food. That way, I don't have to worry about if I don't do a smoothie, right? And I have dry albahaca, which is the basil. I like that. Or if you had parsley, you could do that. I think I have some fresh parsley. But the thing that you have to always remember when you're making a quiche or a frittata is fresh nutmeg. Always. All right? A little bit, not too much. But let me tell you, it adds a certain je ne sais quoi to your quiche or frittata. So now I don't have any cream. This is where you would add your cream, just a touch, a splash. But I have coconut milk. So I'm going to put just a tad. You see? No mucho. Or if you have plain milk. I don't drink milk, so I usually don't have that here. But I do drink this evaporated milk. This is a Panamanian brand. And I'm just going to put just a tad. That's it. When I do my omelets, when I had my restaurant, I did add a little bit of cream to my egg mixture. All right. Our frittata is nice and cool. So now let's see. I have everything in there. Yeah. I think when I top it, I'll just cut a little bit of fresh parsley into it. Now remember, usually frittatas or quiches have cheese. We're just choosing not to. I don't think I need cheese. You know, the older you are, the less dairy you should be eating. Okay? So, there it is. This is when you would be putting your cheese. We're not doing cheese, but I do have some fresh parsley. I'm just going to chop. And then for what you put in there, you could use spinach. I have spinach, but because I have the Swiss chard that's been sitting here and I need to get rid of it, so I'm just going to chop a little bit of parsley. And don't say bacon. You don't need to be eating bacon in your older years. No, we don't need bacon. I know bacon makes everything taste good, but boy, it's such bad food. It's cured with God knows what. Things that you cannot pronounce. You don't need to be putting those things in your body. If it doesn't say salt, pepper, vinegar, whatever, you don't need it. If it got some Latin name you can't pronounce, you don't need it. All right, so this is going to go in the oven. The oven has been warm, so it shouldn't take any time. Let us see. And then it's going to puff up beautifully. Yeah, probably gonna eat that later on. I love tomatoes, but you know they say if you have arthritis, you need to slow down on the tomatoes because it does have a compound that appears to aggravate inflammation in your joints. So just eat it sparingly. Doing a quiche with spinach. Good for you, Cynthia. Maggie, have you tried using steam and mint oil to clear your lungs? No, I have not. You know, I had COVID, so those lungs are not in the best shape. Steam, okay. That sounds good. Well, right now I don't have congestion in my lung yet for this thing. I just have like a little scratch in my throat. But that's good to know. You know, my son was asthmatic, and I used to have a air purifier and humidifier for him, I think. But we had to have one in the house to help him. And he developed asthma when he was about 5 years old. We took a trip down to Miami, and he was playing with a dog, and we drove back home. And on the way home, he started wheezing. I was like, "Oh my God, let's stop at the emergency room." And we did. And he was walking in, and the nurse said, "Oh, I see an asthmatic coming." And I'm like, "He doesn't have asthma." He said, "Well, he does now." So playing with the dog triggered an asthma attack, and he suffered with that until he was older. And then he got better. You know, they used to Singular. Remember Singular? They used to give you this little pill that you took that is supposed to keep, the allergy, the allergen and stuff in check. I took him to the hospital one time because there was a doctor on call that did not want to treat him the way I told him he should be treated, and we ended up in the emergency room. Oh, I was so pissed. I was so mad at that doctor. And then he came on Sunday. He was in the hospital. He said, "Oh, I guess he got bad fast." I said, "No, he got bad because you refused to give him the treatment I told you he needed." They think because, we're just stupid. And I'm a nurse. He did not believe me. And my son ended up in the hospital. The stuff these doctors do to us, I tell you. Ooh, are you puffing up yet? It's getting there. Steam and mint. So you just put like water and then mint in it and then put your head down? Is that how you do it, the Matrix? I love mint. I put mint in anything. I love herbs, period. When I go somewhere and I see herbs, I'm like, "Oh, I need one of these," even if I don't know what I'm going to use them with. When I see, what is it? I'm always buying fresh rosemary, cilantro, culantro. I love here. They have two types of mint. They have a hierba buena, and then they have menta. And I don't know yet. I haven't looked into what the difference is. They have menta, and then they have hierba buena. So if you go to like the Mercado de Mariscos, one of those restaurants, the one I go to, they have a lemonade with mint. That's really good. But the only bad thing I know is full of sugar. Every time I'm like, I like it, but why do I put so much sugar in it? Sugar is the enemy. You don't want to be putting sugar in your stuff. No. With a towel over your head. Yes, that sounds like it would be good. And the latest thing I'm hearing now, this thing all over social media about this book that you can buy with all the things. I'm like, I'm not buying anybody's books because I know what I need to do. I'm not buying your book. But now they're saying if you take, I love garlic. I put garlic in anything that I can. Of course, it's good. It protects you from all kinds of things. And now they say you have to crush the garlic, smash it, put it in water overnight, and then drink the water in the morning. That if it's cooked, it loses something. How about raw garlic water? Ugh. But that's what they're saying. But you know how it is? It's a new fad. And I don't do well with fads. All right, so now that our quiche is almost done, I'm going to get me a cup of coffee. We'll do a latte. I hope you have one of these little things so you could froth your coffee and make it into a latte. You don't have to go buy the $5. You go to any place in Panama, a small cup of a latte or cappuccino is $5, $4.95. I don't need to do that. I can make it at home. I bought a coffee maker, which I didn't have, because I wanted to use this coffee, Palo Alto. Palo Alto is one of the best brands I have tried here. Duran is good, but I think this is better. Well, that's me, right? You may not think so. All right, all right. Matthew McConaughey. I like this guy. He said he was going to run for something, and I think somebody told him no, and he said he's not going to do it. I think he was going to run for governor of Texas, but he changed his mind. There's so much going on in these political realms. Just a phone call, and then you change your mind quick. Especially you have family. No idea what they threaten you with. I can only imagine. Whew. Last night I was in tears. I'm thinking of these kids that they found hung from a tree, and I'm like, I have two boys, and I'm like, this is somebody's child. Oh my Lord. Whew. I don't talk politics on my show, but boy, you cannot help but feel the pain. Oh boy. Yeah. All right. Ooh, look at that. Now see, I just got my steam. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's gonna flatten now, but you have to look at it just like that. Oh, where is my? I need my phone. Is it going down already? Yes, it is. All right. So we got our coffee going. And then the thing is, when you have something like this, it's guilt free. You don't have to feel bad that you ate something you shouldn't have. Okay. So we have our espresso cup. Yeah, and I brought those with me too. So you just let this rest for like a second, and then you get you a little thing, and you slice it. So if you had some papaya, some piña, just put them on the side, and then you're good. Yeah, this drawer is definitely going to be decluttered. I thought I had a regular. Oh, there it is. Yes, I do have a pizza cutter, even though I don't eat pizza. But you see, it's very flat because it doesn't have a crust. And you definitely want your pan to be non-stick, right? All right. For my coffee, I put a little bit of this in. And this is my only sin. If I'm going to have coffee, I just cannot not have a little sugar. So I put a little brown sugar in my coffee. I drink my tea unsweetened, but the coffee, see, I have some brown sugar. And that's the only sugar I have all day, so I'm good. I don't eat anything else. So 1 teaspoon, and we're done. Because I don't eat anything sweet. No cakes, no muffins, no nothing like that. All right. And then my coffee. All right. I hear you. Yes. Ooh, it's a little weak today. A little bit weak. It needs a little bit more milk, but I'm not putting more milk in it. So I just made me a latte. It doesn't have a lot of foam because I don't have a lot of milk in it, but I don't want a lot of milk. Yes. All right. So we're going to slice this baby up just like that. All righty. So, you ready to eat your frittata with your coffee? Yes. So, guilt-free eating. And I'm not a breakfast person, but it's got a little tomato in there, and it's got your Swiss chard. It's got peppers. So good. So you see, you can make that. This is guilt-free, right? You know what goes good in there? Some sliced mushrooms. Ongo. Listen, a little bit of coconut milk, or if you have a little splash of cream, that's not gonna break, mess anything up. Oh, I can tell you how good this is. So, coffee with the frittata. All right, guys, this is it for me. I need to hop in the shower before the guy gets here at 10 o'clock. All right? I will see you on Monday. Okay? Bye-bye. Have a beautiful day yourself.